Hello traders, this is day number 73 of small cap market open test trading. I've written a plan specifically to trade small cap stocks at the market open. We've traded, I believe, 86 trades so far. We want to take it to 100 before we know that this thing is profitable or just how profitable it is, or if there's any changes that need to be made. So this is the small cap screener. This is the screener that I use to pick those stocks every day. And this morning, it was much closer to the market open when I was trading. And let me see, where is the stock that we were looking at? Yeah, quadruple U. You can see now it's down quite a bit. We ended up not taking a trade on it, and I'll show you exactly why. And I'll talk about how I know when to not take a trade and when to just sit out and wait for the next day. So let's take a look at the video right now, and you'll see what I saw at the open. So we're also watching VERU, which I guess had a huge run yesterday, and it would need to break that high before I could be triggered to take an entry. It never did, so we ended up looking at quadruple U. So the first yellow line is the break of the previous session high. That could be pre-market, after-market, or the day before. That's the first thing that I need to see happen for me to pay attention to the stock. And that's, of course, once it meets our daily chart criteria, which is all written in detail in my trading plan. And then we need to see a high of day established after breaking through that previous session high. That's the second yellow line. Once that happens, I needed to see that level broken as well. So it's kind of like a double confirmation that the stock is strong. Again, it's no guarantee that you're going to win a trade just because that happens. There's no guarantee on any setup. So what you have to do is you track 100 trades trading that setup, and you find out what's the statistical probability of the trade working out, and that's what we're doing. So now we're waiting for the second high of day to be established. And once I get to this level, like once all of these criteria have been met and I'm just waiting for that second high to be established, I've already chosen the stock that I'm going to be trading that day. And either I'm going to take 0 trades on it or a maximum of 3 trades on it if I say lose all the trades. And I'll show you what's the scenario where I might not take a trade. That's what happened today. So at this point, we're just waiting for that second high to be established. And it is. So 1026 is the second high of day. So what I need to see now in order to be triggered to take a trade is a 1-minute candle to make a new high. And that must happen before the bottom of the ABCD pattern that is established here. It needs to happen. That 1-minute candle needs to make a new high before the bottom of that ABCD pattern is broken. So this is point A, this is point B, and we're waiting for point C to be established. But if point C is established below point A, then that is a sign that this thing is not that strong, and then I need to just let it go and wait for the next day, basically. I don't go and look for other stocks. There may have been other opportunities, people like to call them, other stocks that gave me my setup that I missed, and now I'm going to be frustrated and just start taking, random trades or who knows what, and end up digging myself into a hole instead of just walking away and saying, you know what, today's setup, it didn't work, and I'm just going to come back tomorrow. And that always makes me feel better when I do that, because I know that I'm exercising trader discipline, and that is the most important skill a trader needs to develop. You could have a plan that's profitable, and you could still, it could be proven profitable. It could be guaranteed profitable if you follow all of the steps, but you could have difficulty finding a way to trade that plan profitably if you don't have trader discipline. So that's what we're doing here, is we are making sure that we always trade with discipline and follow the rules and stick to the plan every time, 100% of the time. So here it looks like we're going to get triggered for an entry, but we don't. It goes here. Let me just show you that live. It just comes right down and breaks that level that should be a support level, and it's not. So you could see back here there was a lot of choppy price action. So there should be some buyers in this area trying to push the price back up, but they're not there. So that's what that line tells me. It tells me that the buyers are not there. Some people call these supply and demand zones. The demand is not there. So we don't want anything to do with it. So here, right before the video ends, I go back to my screener and I show you where that stock was on the screener list. I think it was like number 3 or 4 on, organized by volume. So there was a lot of volume there, but it just didn't do what we needed it to do for our strategy. So that's quadruple U. You can see at this point it's only up 3.3% because the price fell so much. But when I was watching it, it was up over 5%. So anyway, and I think this thing ended up just going south afterwards. I haven't checked it since, but we could pull it up right now. Let's take a look at it on our charts page, quadruple U. This could just take a second to load here. So that's the SPY. Yeah, so this was the level where I said, okay, this thing is weak if it breaks down below that level, and you could see what happened after it broke down below that level. It went much lower. Yeah, there was a couple of little pop-ups since then, but it's gone back down to that level. I'm not saying that is a guarantee. There's definitely plenty of times where the stocks will fall below this level and then just proceed to make new highs. But you have to draw the line somewhere. You have to stop at some point. Otherwise, you find yourself over trading, and that's not a good thing. So anyway, hopefully this video was helpful to you. The main message that I always like to send out in every one of my videos is that you should be trading with a plan. You should go into every trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.